Hey guys, this is Brett from Maple City and Subban Physical Therapy. This week I'm going to bring you an exercise routine based on core strength and core stability. This is geared more towards athletes and those looking for sports performance. So if you're an athlete at home, you want to improve your core strength, have a challenging workout, give this a shot. You really can do this program without any equipment at all. The equipment I'm going to use today is just a timer, and I'm going to throw in a basketball for some of the exercises to make things a little more fun for you guys. Okay, so the first group of exercises we're going to do here are going to be for spinal mobility, loosen the spine up, get the blood pumping, and prep ourselves for exercise. So the first exercise here, you're going to be on your hands and knees, and we're going to do what's called a cat camel. Okay, so at first you would push your spine up towards the ceiling and tuck your chin, and then you would alternate. You would try to arch your back, okay, and you would move in between each position, getting as far as you can each way. You want to move slow and controlled. And we want to push as far as we can each way, as long as we're not having any pain increase. And we're going to do about 10 reps total. Okay, so that's the cat camel exercise. Next, we're going to move into what we call quadruped rotations. Okay, so there's a couple ways to do this. The first way would be down on one elbow, the other hand behind your head, and you reach through with the elbow and turn up towards the ceiling. You can also try the same exercise with your arm behind your back. And we want to do about 10 on each side. And on this side, you can see I'm doing with my arm straight rather than back. You can try both positions, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Okay, so that's getting more rotation in your spine to help loosen things up. This next exercise is also going to be focused on rotation of the spine. A lot of times the spine gets stiff. When you're sitting at home more often, you're not out there in gym class, you're not out practicing, you're not out playing your sports, things stiffen up. So the next one is called a bow and arrow. So you're going to lay on your side. You're going to have your bottom arm out straight. Top arm's going to come on top. You're going to reach as far as you can forward, and then you're going to open up and rotate. With this one, you're going to want to try to keep your knees together and knees on the ground as best you can. But if you are stiff, you'll see it may lift apart. And if it does bother you as far as your neck or being dizzy, you can always put a pillow under your head and just keep your head facing forward the entire time. We want to do about 10 of these on each side. So there is 10 on that side. Same thing, knees bent, feet together, knees together, reaching out, rotating, coming back in. You might notice one side is more limited than the other, and that you could spend more time, do more reps on the side that feels a little more limited to you if you wanted. Okay, so the last exercise here is going to be to get more extension of the spine or arch in the back. It's going to be a press up. So you want your legs straight and relaxed, your hips relaxed. You're going to bring your hands underneath your shoulders and you're going to push straight up, lock your elbows out, take a breath out, and back down. We want to do 10 of these. Again, we want to push as far as we can without increasing your pain levels at all. Okay, good. So now we're all warmed up, the spine's loosened up, blood's flowing. We're going to get into the core strength routine. So the first 3 exercises we're going to start with are called the Miguel Big 3. They come from Stuart McGill, who is one of the, he's at the forefront of research for sports performance and back pain in athletes. So these are the 3 exercises he found works best for his exercises. For his athletes, so we are going to start with those. The first one is a curl up. So it's a modification of your normal sit-up. You're going to have one leg straight, the other leg bent. Your arms are going under your lower back, and you're just curling your chin and lifting your shoulder blades off. You hold that for 10 seconds. And back down. You would do 3 to 5 rounds of this for 10-second holds on each leg. And the biggest things with your hands under your back is you're ensuring that your back stays flat on the ground. So your back's not curling off the ground like a traditional sit-up. So 3 to 5 rounds there, and then you would switch positions, other leg down, same exercise. And we're going to do 3 to 5 rounds on this side. Good. So 3 to 5 rounds, 10 seconds each. That is called the Miguel curl up. Next, we're going to move into side planks. With the side planks, the starting position would be elbow under shoulder, knees bent, feet together, knees together, and lifting up. And same with these, we would want to do 10-second holds, 3 to 5 reps. Few second rest in between. And then we'd switch over here to the other side. A progression from the side plank, the next starting position, if the knee side plank is too difficult or too easy, to make it more difficult, you could do a straight leg plank. So again, elbow under shoulder. So you do 3 to 5 rounds like that. If you find this is even still too easy, you could also do a side plank with a leg lift. And finally, if you want to go a little further, you could do a side plank, leg lift, arm lift. Common problems is people hips sag down. You want to keep your hips as high as you can towards the ceiling. Good. So 3 to 5 rounds, 10-second holds on each side there. Next, we're going to move into the bird dogs. So these are back on your hands and knees. With this one, you want to try to keep your back completely flat, and then you're going to lift your opposite arm and leg away from your body. And hold for 10 seconds. And then switch. With this one, you want to make a fist with your hand while it's out in front. That gets more of your core muscles activated. Your back leg is best if you can get it straight, pointing your toes up towards you. And you really have to keep your core muscles activated the entire time. You can see here, if I start to let go of my core, my back arches. We want to avoid that. So we want to pull our rib cage to our belly button. That's going to keep your back more flat. So we want to do about 3 to 5 rounds on each side for 10 seconds. This one, it is actually a good thing if you would have a mirror or something at home. You would be able to see if your back is staying flat or arched or rounded. So that's always a good idea as well. So about 3 to 5 rounds, bird dogs, 10 seconds each side, okay? So next, we are going to do hollow body holds. What this looks like, similar to the curl up, you're going to bring both your knees up, lift your shoulders off, and hold it for 10 seconds. Biggest thing with this as well, we want to keep our back flat on the ground. If your core is weak, you may not be able to lift and reach with your shoulder blades, or you might feel you start to arch in your lower back, okay? So a way to progress that would be one leg out. You could hold that for 10 seconds. And back in. And the other leg out. If that's still too easy and you feel you're keeping a good core, keeping your back flat, you could go both legs out. Arms up. would be the hardest. And the last progression from that would be the hollow body rocks. So you're keeping that position while rocking. So that is the hollow body progression. Like say a starting point would be just feet, knees up, shoulder blades off, 5 rounds for 10 seconds. But I did throw in there some different ways to make it harder if you're a little more advanced as far as core stability. Okay. So next, we're going to get the basketball into play here. So if you got a basketball, soccer ball, something like that, go ahead and grab it. If not, you can do these without as well. So the first one's going to be a Superman. This is going to work more of the back muscles and glutes, the hips. So for this one, arms out, legs out, lift. We would do about a 10-second count with these as well. And we want about 3 to 5 rounds. Want your toes pointed away, your hips squeezed, knees straight. Okay. So 3 to 5 round, 10-second holds on the Supermans. Next, we're going to do a Russian twist hold. So knees up, core tight, twisting back and forth. We want to do about 15 catches on each hand. Try to keep the knees up, and the more you rock back, more core engagement you'll need, more difficult it'll be. Okay. So the next one is going to be a bridge ball roll. So I'm going to use my basketball here. I'd say you could use a basketball, soccer ball. You don't necessarily need one. What you're going to do, start flat on your back, feet on the ball. You're going to lift yourself off and then pull your legs towards you. And you're going to keep yourself up while rolling the ball back and forth. So there's about 10 reps. Take a little break. We're going to do 2 sets of 10, making sure our butt stays off the ground the entire time. So round 2, legs straight, lift, keeping the butt up. So we got 2 exercises left. These last 2 are going to be in the standing position. Again, I'm going to use the basketball. You could mimic the same movement without any ball at all. The first one is going to be lunge rotation slams. You're going to get into lunge position, up tall. Rotating through your trunk, through your core, back and forth. You keep your core tight. You'll start to feel a good burn in your obliques, your side ab muscles. So we want to do 15 each side. And then the last one would be a squat hold. So you want to move down into a deep squat, chest up, really squeezing the basketball to activate your core, pushing in and out. So you want about 10 of those. And to end, we're going to do 10 squats, squat holds with 10 arm lifts. Again, you're trying to keep your core tight. Pull your rib cage to your belly button. All right, so that's it for a core workout. Hope it was challenging for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy it and try it out.